Hello everyone, welcome back to Turn-Based Tuesday on Gamerslice, and we're back with more For the King. So, the plan initially was maybe just to do the rest of the Frost Adventure campaign with Taylor and Danny. I've got a response from Taylor, I've not got a response from Danny yet, but we may be doing that in probably like the next 30 minutes, or maybe a little more than that. But I decided what I'd do is, first we're going to check out the lore store, but then we're going to continue on one of my second playthrough of the For the King campaign. I have not yet completed it. My first playthrough did not fail, though. My first playthrough is still where I left off in... Well, it might be a little bit further, but I think it's where I left off in the video I did before the first official For the King video for Turn-Based Tuesday. The preliminary video. So, I'm just checking out. I know I bought some stuff last time with this, but it looks like it might have saved. And it looks like we got lots of options in the lore store. None that I'm gonna buy right now, I don't think. It procedurally generates all of it, and just whatever you have unlocked at that time is what happens. I think. At least with some of it. Like with fixed stuff, like points of interest. It seems to do that. However, I'm not sure it does it with the mini encounters. I believe the mini encounters might actually affect the king. I'm not 100% sure, but could be that everything's that way. But if there is something that does, affect the campaign midway through, it would be mini encounters. And then, of course, customization. You can do that at any time as well. So I'm not going to buy anything right now, but we will load one of our games. We got 3 saves here. Well, technically we got 4 campaigns going, because there's the Frost Adventure campaign, but this is the one we're going to continue. This is another one I created later in a game shared to play with Marshall a little bit, and then this is our original one, which is only on day 3. So if we don't end up playing with Taylor and Danny, Taylor's up for doing this, so we might just go in with Taylor and try something here, like our own little campaign. Maybe set it on a really high difficulty, and possibly do like a different campaign, like a Gold Rush or something like that. This one, though, is what we're going to continue on. So it's a 2-person, a 2-player, or 2-character campaign. Oh, 2 minutes, they said create game. Ignore the playtime. I don't know why it says 46 minutes. It's kind of bugged out. But anyway, this one I actually proceeded on further than the other one. So this one's day 7, and we're basically just going to do the final dungeon, which is that tower you can see off in the distance there. So we got Vagabond and Priscilla here. It might take me a moment to get all my inventory stuff figured out. We are in a hot air balloon as well. So, yeah, we got, at this point in the game, the inventory has become rather cluttered here. And I got a bunch of hats and stuff for specific things. Like these, I have just for like strength checks. This I'll have just for if I need to regenerate, or if I need, more vitality, damage reduction, or any kind of like a vitality check, awareness checks. And the pirate boots kind of have a similar thing. This was, for a while, I was using a talent-based one. This one I don't really need, but hey, it gives me the luck boost just in case. So I've carried a lot of these around, and this one probably is the most important one that I've kept with me basically since the beginning of the game, just for its curse immunity, which has helped a lot in this particular area, which has a lot of cursed hexes. You can use the Purify Scroll to get rid of them. As you can see, these purple squares here, the misty stuff in the Cursed Land. You can use a Purify Scroll to get rid of it, but within like a couple turns, it'll come back. The game doesn't tell you that, but it'll come back, and simply walking over it'll just give you a random curse. So just put that hat on, boom, and you can walk over, no problem. So I'm not going to bother with the inventory right now, because I think I'm in a good enough place to continue. So basically, we actually have 2 little dungeons. We're going to do a short dungeon here, and then we're going to go over to Harazul. So we'll purge the buried temple. I believe there's supposed to be some special gear that we might be able to get. I think I can pick pull Scylla up from the boat. I don't know 100% if that's the case. But I should be able to, I think. How do I do this again, though? I think I might have to just select the square again, yeah. Land, and then, yeah. And then if I click again, pick up party, there we go. Actually, this might have pulled everybody in anyway. Yeah, enter party. Let me do one last check, just to see if there's anything that... Starfish staff I was using to replenish focus, so well, it's for the refocus. I don't know, did it have a... yeah, calm too, but I'm not that low on focus. I think we can probably just equip the Divine Loot and the strength guys really drop, but I think we have an obsidian stored on him already. See, this is the problem. I don't remember which one of these two I was using. Into the situation. Well, we don't have the talent stuff equipped, so we're definitely going to use the lightning tongue here. And should have made sure that everything, all this stuff was already equipped. It needed to be equipped, but it looks pretty good. Maybe we might want to switch out the 4-leaf clover, but let's see what we got. Gold's probably not going to be necessary, but yeah, there's probably going to be no need for gold at this point, so let's could have sold that, must be fine. Alright, I think we'll do the pipe diffuser. And then for him, yeah, we got one obsidian sword equipped, and then we got another one with the quest reward. Still got rum, gladius, which we probably won't use. The frozen grey hammer, this one's pretty awesome, by the way. And it's one-handed, so we can also equip the warrior shield. These ones, we got health regen. Oh, yeah. Good thing I did this, because I don't want what I have equipped on right here. I'm gonna equip that. Bandit King helmet will be fine. So this might be a little bit better. I'll keep the physical damage and damage reflection. Pirate boots. And the brass bell, which refocuses. Okay. Let's go. I got the Inspire Knight. So we gotta level up. It's kind of a sucky time for the level up, though. Mommy Lord. Hope we don't roll absolute crap. Let's see, how do I... There we go, it's R2, okay. Alright, well, the turn order's the same, so we'll take out one of the corpses first. Looks like. Yeah. I just thought it was going to be higher damage than this, but... higher damage to it. And then here... Let's do the attack here. Nice. That's a pretty hard hit. Man, dude, the AI is getting like perfect. This is ridiculous. Now this sword better not break on me at all this fight. Don't think she'll get killed here, but I don't know, maybe it might be too much of a risk to take. Target party though. Alright, let's try the resist up. I believe it's going to resist all damage. It doesn't matter, he was already not very talented and quite foolish as well, so we're good. Please do not kill Priscilla. Oh my gosh, she's got to reach Joker. Very tempted to just reload the save right now. I'm not gonna do that. Come on, that's. See, this is the other thing. I wasn't sure how much damage you want to do. I kind of had my suspicion that I probably should have healed there, but it's been forever since I played this campaign, so I wasn't sure what to expect from the enemy. Oh well. I don't know what she lost. Something with purity or something. I don't think it's going to matter too much in this campaign. Does she still have the gold bonus? Nope. Party burn immunity. Because now I have to heal her anyway. So that was kind of dumb. Big mistake. Big mistake. Oh, it's literally only oh, next. Okay. Alright. I didn't know it was gonna be I guess there's maybe multiple levels to it. Tougher version of the same fight. Oh man. I'm kind of regretting this because if my characters go down, I mean, I can always heal. Did she get... Oh no. It appears that whatever that was, it buffed their damage significantly, Priscilla's damage. Uh-oh. This is really bad. Dang it! Why did I not heal? Yeah, I'm super frustrated right now. If this wasn't on stream though, I would have definitely reloaded that save. But I won't do it. Because it's not on stream. Or because it is on stream, yeah. Do a party heal next turn, I think. Unless we don't get hit. We'll do a party heal. Saved us from the break. You know what? Maybe I won't do a party heal. Maybe I'll just do a regular heal on Priscilla. Yeah, let's just do a regular heal. That way we can still do an attack here. Okay, that's a good thing I healed, that's for sure. Frozen's gonna make her take more damage, so... Yeah. This is way more damage than I was expecting. Maybe I should have seen if I could take something that would buff damage. Okay, well, I guess we can... I don't know! Just increase her evasion here. I probably should have done the cure first. Shoot, I can't do another one this turn, I don't think. Yeah. Well, hopefully I didn't make a mistake there. I can maybe do a resist there. Go for the attacks. We're gonna as much damage on this we can get. Of course he's gonna attack it. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? This is stupid. Oh man. Oh my gosh, she's getting full attacks every single turn. What is up with this bullcrap? Fortunately, I cannot focus this attack. Kill him and then do the revive. Party freeze immunity. It's not that great. Just take it. One life. Already. party rest. Got nothing. These things. I wonder how many levels there are into this. This looks like the last one. I'll need those. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? What is up with all these curses? It's not really gonna hurt me too much right now, so. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh no, it broke. Well, that sucks. Get him an attack up. Are you kidding me? It did nothing. It did nothing. Okay, I'm not accepting that. This is the one thing. Okay, the reason I'm okay with safe scumming it here is because when I use the attack up, I expect it to actually do something. But apparently, I actually wasn't aware of this until now. Apparently it's not based on... It's actually based on an attack number, like the speed number. Well, I figured it was, but every single time I'd used it, it basically always guaranteed me that it would move up one place on the tracker for whatever character I gave the attack up to. But it literally didn't affect our position on the tracker at all. So that move did absolutely nothing. It just wasted the turn. So, yeah. No, I wish I would have done this earlier when I still had more damage on Priscilla. Because I don't know what sanctum I had pledged to or devoted myself to, but it was giving me a lot more damage. And now she's got garbage damage. They don't curse me. Of course. What the hell, man? I bet you I'm gonna completely regret doing this temple. I shouldn't have done the temple. I mean, yeah, okay, whatever. I shouldn't have done the temple because this was only for bonus stuff, and I didn't even need the bonus stuff to begin with. It just hurt. It's done nothing but hurt me. And how much resistance he has to magical damage. This is the one huge problem with only having a two-person party. If one has magical damage and they got magical resistance like that, it's like, tough luck. What you gonna do? This thing I can do right now, I think I should do a resist that. I'll tell you what I'll do. Draw the attention, but first... Let's see, is this the increased evasion? the increase the what? And it gives me a... Oh, okay, never mind. It just canceled the focus. That's what it was. So, taunt. And we'll use her to get... Oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to focus this guy completely. The plan was to do the normal attack with him, and then I thought I could do that 18 damage attack that targets both of them the next turn. Unfortunately, I was not able to do that. Now I'm guessing the attack up might have some effect. I don't know if it will. We're getting so little damage from this though. Wait. She doesn't have the shield thing anymore. I'm guessing just because it said temporary. So we're probably gonna have to party heal it. Oh shoot, this is bad. This is very bad. Well, I can always taunt, I guess. We're gonna have to, I think. Oh, so now we got a damage. How did we get the damage bonus? I have no idea how we got the damage bonus. Anyway, and we just had Roko. Great. Oh, 3 damage. Ooh. Oh, nice. You're freaking kidding me, dude. This temple is literally going to consume virtually everything I've got. I don't know if it's going to protect her. I'm hoping it's going to protect her. I'm gonna try attack up one more. Well, actually, no, we're gonna do a party kill. Yeah. So little health items going to the next 5 rounds. How much? Oh my gosh, this is not worth it. Or you could take the chance and risk her dying. Actually, that might be better. Just use one from the life pool. If I do the sword attack, though, or not this basic, I'm not going to do this basic, I'm going to do this one if I do it. No, I think I'll do the taunt. Because then that allows us to do this. Because this can only be used on a combat action. This precious pearl. As long as we do some damage, it'll be cool. That's enough. Wizard staff. Single target vapor. Ooh. Actually pretty decent. So yeah, that Mummy's Curse, good trophy. That was completely pointless though. She go down once or twice in that. I think she went down. I think Priscilla died twice. Right, well, what we can do here... That should be fine. I'll set up a camp here. Now, here, pick a party. I'm gonna get one movement over this way, unfortunately. See, I can't move over this tile because it only lets you move over a tile you can land on, unfortunately. So it still kind of restricts your movement. You can just hover over here. Alright, now off to Harazul. Not quite enough to make it there on his turn, but ooh, we should equip the sword while we're at it. Wait, what? Why was the Gladius saying it was going to do? It's 24 physical damage. 45 is what it was saying it was going to do. That Obsidian Sword only boosted it to 59, right? Or was it 89? Might have been 89. Alright, anyway. Maybe the lightning tone isn't what we want. The shock immunity is really good. I don't know. We also got party heal, but we don't really need that. So it helps regeneration is also substantial. Now the wizard stuff, that is nice. 45 for one target though. We can use the vaporize. Ooh. Yeah, I think we might want to do that. We can switch it out later for like the higher. I don't know. It's probably going to be still multiple levels to this dungeon, so we'll probably swap it halfway. That way, when we get to the final boss, we can have mega damage with Priscilla. I'm basically just going to focus everything and use all my... This is it. It's now or never. No longer merely a legend, the famed Harazul juts out from the jagged black rock. What an imposing structure. Alright. Let's do this. Harazul Night Guard. Intruders, but how? You'll regret coming here. Oh my gosh, that's a bad server. Not cool, dude. Not cool at all. And now you're gonna speed me down. What is up with these guys' attacks? It's insane. Hopefully this isn't this. Alright, that's fine actually. Maybe this guy did. Of course the weapon could just break like that. That would be awesome. That safe's coming this late in the game. Okay. It's gonna suck, but I don't know if I should keep the shield up. Might want to just go to the Gladius right now. increase speed here. I think we'll go with the Gladius for now. We'll mitigate damage earlier on. We'll do a party rest before the level after that. So, let me check her inventory. I might need to. Oh, she's still got the rum. That's good. I don't know if maybe instead of the brass bell, if I should use one like that, maybe the shock immunity one. Yeah, because the refocus isn't going to be that useful later on. So we're gonna give him shock immunity for the whole party. That is. There we go. Alright, I think we're good to go like this. We have to heal. We can just use our turn to do it, or use the rum. Right. Ice Revenant.
Chaos. It is everything. Even Farul is only one expression of the myriad forms of chaos.
The voice is okay. Should have made it sound a little more correct. Damn. Really? Gonna do that to me again? Gets that attack, it's gonna wipe him out, so we're gonna have to wipe him out this turn so he doesn't get his attack. Hopefully this hits. You're freaking kidding me, dude! I've missed 2 of those in a row. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Fuck that, dude. Basically a death right there. Not really much I can do here. I'm basically dead. First, unlucky. Better work. Finally. He should have been dead 2 turns ago. Which means Priscilla wouldn't have went down. I still squeezing off death. Is that what this is? Oh my gosh. That's really good. I don't even know if I want to use Priscilla. I'll just keep attacking with him. Really? Okay, we need to guarantee this. Oh, that's still active. Oh, she's gonna get to go again. Uh-oh. Messed up with that. Oh, we'll just see you scum again. This game is unfair. I'm just telling you that much right now. If it was just like hard like this, but it was fair, or if like it could be hard in moments and you could get bullshit, but this game's just like straight up unfair. Because the enemy almost always, especially later on in the game, or at least in the dungeons, the enemy almost always gets perfect. And there's like nothing you can do about it, and it's kind of stacked against me here. Also from some, but because of the fact that I'm doing a two-player or a two-character run. If you didn't get so many turns, I wouldn't bother. But, alright. So... Yeah, use everything equipped. I'm gonna give him this stuff all over again. Did they even try I don't even think they tried shooting us with the shotgun. I think we should probably just go with the wizard staff, to be honest. Give us all immunity, that might be. Already got the shock immunity. The frost and doesn't the freeze immunity. If I had three characters, it would be really nice, because then I would just give shock immunity for or well, not shock, but the freeze immunity, which Vagabond already has. I would just give the freeze immunity and the shock immunity to two of the party members, which affects the whole party, and then that would have made this fight a heck of a lot easier. So early, I mean, for leveling up purposes, this is better, but ultimately, I think in the end, the fact that you're going to get focused so hard doesn't really offset that. What was I gonna do here? Oh, I gotta equip a weapon to him. I'll use the gladiators again just because I think this time we probably won't get as unlucky. Just in case Priscilla does go down. We're both frozen. Which means because Priscilla will probably die the next turn if she gets focused. So, yeah, but he's in a bad way too. Alright. I'm just gonna basically roll the dice and see if maybe she evades it. Trying to get max damage out of. Okay, we can guarantee this guy's gonna die pretty easily. So just gonna do an evade up here and we'll let the freeze wear off now. I don't even think it's worth it to well, I'll focus this one once. For a second thought, we just focus it twice to try to get as much slash. I think Frostware's up next turn. Evade chance still isn't great, so just gonna toss to do what you're supposed to do. Is he still gonna taunt activate next turn? Right. No, I feel like I was going to make a mistake if I don't. Priscilla here. waiting for another turn. No biggie. We get all the hits, we'll just kill them out, or that's fine. We don't need to kill them outright, so I'll just... Alright, here we go. I'm assuming there's only one more level. We got wet. What does wet do again? I don't remember. Restore focus. Oh, it's not too bad, actually. Let me see what wet does again. Wait, oh, I'm on the wrong character. Oh, that's right, I gotta go to the, help section. Where's it? What? Temporarily removes all immunities on target. Alright, now we'll do a party rest here. So, Divine Water Tome could be actually really good, but I think now we're just gonna tank it with the, like, just heal through all this damage. So I'm gonna break out the big guns now. Doing the Frozen Great Hammer. Still have rum. Yeah, we still both have rum. Alright. Let's go for it. Oh, this might be a 5-level dungeon. Fire Revenant.
Vexor, the High Priest of Chaos, is mighty, but a mere conduit of something far greater.
Up. Point blank. Maybe I should have done the. I got the freeze immunity, so maybe I should have. Give me a second, check it. down. Her ability, I'm trying to remember, her staff has a multi-target attack. I don't think it does. So, we'll just do a normal freeze on him then. It does have a splash damage. Very nice play from him. Ooh, something like that. I don't even know. You think they'll take him in the hair first? You might be used to run. She's doing a lot. Okay, I still got an attack here. Debating right here if I should. Actually, I'm gonna want to heal. So do that. Well, that was this would target me for. I would need to use this, and then I'd have to hope that he focuses me, but there's no guarantee of that. I think it's worth the shot, though. Okay, I didn't actually expect that. I wasn't paying attention to the damage limits. I didn't actually think we'd kill him outright. That's cool. Onward. Yeah, we're barely gonna have enough else for this, I think. Party for this guy. next level. Yeah, I'm guessing it's a 5 level dungeon. Lightning Revenant. Omus, father of gods, his domain is all of existence. The one thing he does not signify, hope. So it's good we got the shocker things. Fairly easily first then. Water tone would have been nice. I guess it wouldn't have done us any good at this point though, because Priscilla's turning to be seconds. Come on, I needed that. Oh yeah, it was 70. Actually, more. And they get a lot of turns. I think I'm gonna want to see a speed up here. So he's immune to days. I think this one. Stun/days. Alright. Might just want to focus the Lightning Revenant because he's got an evade up. Oh, he's not perfect attack with evade, so as long as he gets a perfect attack, we'll be good. Alright, let's take the chance. Yes. I won't get much damage out of this attack, even if I get the perfect, so I don't know if I should use focus on it. Could be something. Ooh, that was I'm just going to do an evade up. And if we, if we lose our Sanctum right here, it's no biggie, because we're so close to the end. Oh shoot, I should have been in the focus actually. Oops. Oh, that's actually... Dang, I really should have saved that, because now I barely have any focus. Yikes. big arrow. No worries. As long as she doesn't kill both, then actually she's gonna kill both. Now she's still got the resistance, so I think we should be good. Keep encouragement. Attack us. Uh-oh. No, wait. Can I revive in a situation like this? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I think this is the end if I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. This is stupid. That should have been the fight we were most well equipped to win, and yet we lost horrendously. There's no other way to put it. This game's unfair. See, I like this game, but then I really hate it too. It's probably, like, in most cases when I'd say that, it's usually something I can still recommend. But there's a part of me that, like, if you're playing with, if you're gonna be playing this with friends, I'd recommend it. If you're not gonna be playing this with friends, I do not recommend this game. Simple as that. Much better resolve. At this point, though, because we see scum here, I'm just gonna say no matter what for the rest of this game, we will not save scum. No matter what. I'm just gonna play a bit more cautious. Damage. So we're actually going to want to try to save him. Second thought. I don't even know if it's actually worth it for this refocus. Or for the 2 focus that we're going to save with it, because I'd have to use the run, and I don't want to have to use the run here. I want to save it for the next fight. And then you use something like this the next turn. First up the evasion and hope he evades it. Probably should have used the golden whatever, because we're probably not going to evade this. Gosh. He attacks us, that'll be really nice first. There we go. Plus 20% damage against armor. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's a talent one though, so we might not even find any armored here. So I think at this point, like, we don't have any more tinder packs. Man, I'm kind of worried for our Frost Adventure campaign thing, because I know we were doing good, but I don't think we were doing that good. I thought I was doing amazing here. I had so many resources, I'm like, this is going to be easy. No, it's basically taking every single thing I have, almost. I'm down to 2 heals. We're gonna party heal here. Weird to her. Now. Maybe I should leave it with him, because it's gonna take an action party heal. So. All right. Just for the stun immunity and the strength, this might actually be worth it. I mean, it's plus 3 physical damage, but I don't think our physical damage has been that close. I think the strength might be better, because it might translate to an additional physical damage. And the armor's going to help us out pretty significantly. Kind of want his head exposed though, just for like a trophy teams or whatever. So for trophy purposes, I kind of want to do it like this. All right. I think that's good. We're just gonna stick with what we got. Alright, there's actually one more thing I want to do, because I don't think I'm gonna have to use this more than once. So We're gonna give one of the fairy dust to her just in case he ends up being really low and I need her to tank. Alright. It's probably the final battle. Yes, it is. Wait. What a view. This can't be the end. I don't think this is the end. Use this herb to be fully restored to perfect health. In that case, select. And then I'll give her the God's Beard then. At least it gave us some stuff. The game didn't dick us over that much. Alright. Here we go. It's Vexor. Vexor, Lord of Chaos. You've come through so many trials only to perish here. You would have been a worthy ally. Such a waste. You would have been a worthy ally. Such a waste. Should have given me a voice like that. Thank goodness I didn't have any focus. And I'm going to do the Perilous Pearl. Wait, oh, she's going first this time. Yikes. This is specifically the reason I didn't give her the other Perilous Pearl and I took the Vagabond, because I thought Vagabond would go first, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Wait, what? That doesn't count as an element? Hello? You're telling me that doesn't count as an element? That is bull crap. I think now I should open the ability to save scum it here. Because this could end up being really stupid. We're gonna have to heal on Vagabond's turn, it looks like. Oh, might as well go for Vaporize. If we actually get 80 damage, then actually no, we'll do the run first. Wait. Confused? Oh, that meant it was going to do that on me. Gosh darn it, that's like the worst stuff. Not quite the worst stuff. Oh, it's got life steal. Are you freaking kidding me? This fight could be incredibly hard. Oh no. Pretty confident that we might actually still beat it good. Actually, the run would probably be better if I use it later on. Blocked. Blocked. It was a perfect attack. I guess it's possible, but he's gonna die. They should let you use multiple things, like multiple items here in one turn. I don't know how awesome that should be. This is ridiculous. They have such high health now. Like, what is this crap? She's gonna die. Nothing I can do. And even a perfect attack here will only do 4 damage to it. So I have to bank on the freeze then. And it's still blocking it. Maybe I should just attack that. So now he switched it. She might die. But it will die though. Just a moment. Okay, I'm definitely... Somebody literally inflicted the worst possible curse on me. And I'm dead. I'm totally dead. Yeah, fuck this. This is stupid. This is retarded. Now, maybe it could just be that I'm doing a 2-character campaign. That could be the only reason why I'm having such difficulty with this. My guess is it probably is. Because otherwise, this game is literally asking you to commit to at least a minimum of 5 hours to a playthrough. And possibly just completely getting yipped. And not just once, but like multiple times. You're literally probably playing a game where you, at this point, it looks like you probably have 10% odds of succeeding. So they're basically asking you to roll for 10%. So maybe you play the game for 50 hours and you don't even win once. Which is, I'm sorry, but it's too much of a... I mean, I guess, some people like excruciatingly hard games. Which, like, when it comes to, like, something like a Dark Souls, like, that I understand. That's fun, like, that's fine. But this, when it comes down to just complete random chance, and skill has pretty much nothing to do with it. I mean, strategy has a little bit to do with it, but skill, there's no skill-based thing. It still levels up to random chances. I think it's too much. I might have to settle with this thing. What is this? Armor down? Armor reduced to 0. Oh, great. Well, I'm going to be using this thing anyway, so that should count as an ailment. No, maybe it won't count as an ailment. it's just like a blue bug. Let's see if it works. Yeah, see if there's a oh, great. Well, the freeze is basically pointless. Well, freeze should last quite a while. Wait, what? Oh, are you kidding me? This is like the worst freaking thing to happen. Like, confusion that makes me switch to a different weapon. Great, that takes a whole turn. Look how... See how long that's going to take? They're going to get 1, 2, 3... If I switch on the next turn, they're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turns before I can even do an attack. I don't know if this is even possible. I literally do not think this is possible. It makes no... yeah. Those are full restore. Good. I think I should have had the party wipe happen to me. Look at this! I'm dead again! This, okay. Oh, we went. Okay. Screw this. This is dumb. I'll keep the save, but I think at another time I'll just... If I succeed or fail, I will upload a separate video to YouTube to show what happens. But I will reload this save multiple times. I'm gonna actually back up the save on a flash drive just so I can get the let the party wipe happen. Maybe get a trophy, because this is realistically, well, I probably should have had it even before I even got to this dungeon. I should have had it, because I save scummed many. If I had to count the number of times I save scum on this save, it was probably because I played the like obviously like 90 to 95% of it off stream. I've probably reloaded the save more than 25 times. It's probably somewhere close to 30. All right. Let's see if Taylor and Danny are ready. I know Danny signed on a while ago. They're playing different games right now, but I think they will be more than happy to play in a little bit. Hello, Danny. Are you up for some For the King? All right. Oh, he was? Okay, yeah, he was. He's playing Apex now. So, I guess I'll just tell you what's up on my end. So, anyway, I was hoping we would finish the campaign today, but I figured, just in case not, I kind of want to finish if we were to finish ours, right? I kind of want to finish the For the King campaign before I finish the Frost Adventure campaign. So I have like 3 different saves, of just solo runs, basically. Well, one of them is like a local co-op run that I was going through with Marshall, just with share play. But the other 2, one of them is my initial playthrough that's on the Apprentice difficulty, and then the other one is my 2-character run on Journeyman. And I have save scummed a lot, I'll admit it, but the final fight is, I think, maybe impossible with 2 players. Yeah, because I mean, I've got to the point where the other characters, they're getting like 8 turns before I can even go. If some stuff happens, like they even confused my vagabond character, or not, but my hobo character, which is my tank character for that one. It's not really the best pick, but whatever. It had been working fairly well up to this point. But yeah, they'll like cause him to switch a weapon, and then it's like, oh great, to even switch back, I mean, I could still use the other weapon, but to use my weapon of choice, it's gonna, like, I'd have to take 8 turns, and then they'll still do other stuff that like daze and stun me. So sometimes the enemies are getting 10 plus attacks before I even get a chance. And in both my sanctums, I had to, in the Hazuru, or just with the previous stages before fighting Vexor, I had to use up my sanctums, So it's just like there's no chance. Well, I mean, going in, I had the sanctums on both, but by the time I get to Vexor, I've used both of them, and he just annihilates me. Well, okay, yeah, I think so. Yeah, there might be one left, but anyway, I had 2 of them. Like, once I commit to the dungeon, I can't go out. So as long as I have 2 sanctums, it's. Yes, it happened for me. It happened probably like the 3rd and 4th or something like that stages. So, and I had a bunch of crap, dude. I had like. I didn't have quite as many tinder pouches as I would have liked to have. I think I only had 2 going in. See, well, I made the mistake of doing the like that burial chamber, or whatever, that level 10 dungeon beforehand. It was like for a bonus reward. It was not worth it because it just consumed too many of my resources. That's true. That's true. I did get that. Which, ultimately, though, I mean, my characters had enough immunity. Like, the shock one I found was useful, but the rest of them I was able to kind of take care of because I had like 4 panics per character. I have a bunch of I had like 3 pearls per character, maybe even 4 for one of them. I had like going in, I think a total of like 9 or 10 God's Beards. What else did I have? I have party heal on one of them. I have good damage. I have focus upgrades on the characters. So I'll just basically do max damage attacks and focus all the time, like every single attack for every single stage, pretty much. So, but it's still not enough. So I think it's, like I said, the two character thing was up until, like, I had some problems, I guess, in some of the dungeons, maybe like 2/3 the way through. But other than that, and at the very end, like, other than that, like, the 2 character run worked fine. And I mean, I'm level 12, I think. Yeah, 12 with both of them, maybe 12 and 13 at the end. So, but in the end, like, you level, all it's really doing is increasing certain base stats. Like I think it increases the damage stat, and I know it increases health, but the health increase you're getting for that, versus like maybe being level 9 with both, like with 3 characters at that point in the game, it's probably not worth it, because the combined health pool of like 3 level 9 characters versus 2 level 12s is gonna be much higher. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's felt the same as unranked, pretty much, which is kind of the point. Unranked is supposed to give you the rank experience without actually affecting your rank. I think it's because people don't really. I mean, I don't know. Like for me, it's kind of hard to like. I've gotten this problem where like in some of the ranked modes, I'm a little bit too casual about it. Like I won't go there and just kind of nonchalantly like pick a character I'm not good at. Like I have all the building blocks, all the steps in place to play really well. But when it comes to like the actual moment to moment gameplay, I'm not like actually hyper focused and thinking about everything I do, because I find if I do that, like it drains me so quick. Like if I was willing, like let's just say on Overwatch, to play just like 3 games, I'll just do 3 games and I'm gonna hyper focus it and just give everything I got, exhaust all my energy, and then be done for the day, then I could do that. But I just don't really feel like doing that. I'm more like the type, like I want to play at least maybe like a dozen games or so. So I'm because otherwise, like if you're really focusing like that, like it is so exhausting. You basically have to take a break after like an hour or so, because it'll give you like physical headaches or just well, but yeah. Because I've done that a few times, but then afterwards I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. Plus, then if you still lose the matches, I'm like, what's the point? I'm causing myself undue stress for no results, or unfavorable results. But anyway. Well, what I think I'll do here, I might even go to a movie today, but I'm probably I'm streaming right now. I'm gonna stream for maybe like another 30 minutes. I'm gonna cut this one rather short. It'll be under 2 hours, I think. I'm gonna try to because I'm sort of save scumming it at this last point. I told myself I wasn't gonna do it, but then I'm like, no, this is so stacked against me. I just want to see if it's even possible, and I don't think it is. So I'm gonna try it maybe like 2 or 3 more times, and then if not, I don't know. I've already scummed it like 4 times or something like that. So maybe I just gotta get lucky with the right combination of attacks from the enemy and get lucky on my rolls or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would not be surprised if there's a hidden like modifier in that, which every time you use the weapon, it modifies the percentage of breaking by like an extra 0.5% or percent or so. So like if you finally have used the weapon, say for, I don't know, 25, 30 attacks, that percentage is way inflated from what it actually looks like. Because if you have the 95, it's like, oh, only a 5% chance of it breaking. But no, really that percent could be inflated to like 40% or 50% or even higher perhaps. I don't know, on a 5% chance. I see the thing is I don't believe that because I think most games like the developers of a lot of these random games or turn-based games, they kind of put some hidden stuff in there. Like Taylor was talking the other day about some XCOM stuff, where like sometimes your percent chance to hit is not actually what it says it is, and they will modify that. I think that might have been particularly on XCOM 2. Also, same thing I was telling him about a situation in Armello where sometimes it's like it's based on like this is a little bit different in For the King because if there's like a hidden percentage, it's not based on any kind of like a seed for a random number generator. But most of the situations in turn-based strategy games is you can like reload saves and like you'll find that sometimes there are certain actions you will take that it will 100% always be a particular outcome if you keep reloading the save and then maybe try something different. So, and that's because of they're not using a random number for the random number seed each time. It's just whatever seed they have in the code. So it might be just like the default seed, which I think should be 1 or something like that. So it's always going to generate the same sequence of random numbers in that seed. So that's, yeah, there's lots of stuff like that. And the games that don't do that, it's like I have high praise for, but almost none of them do that. There's almost always some sort of a predictable seed to them. Or I shouldn't say predictable seed, but they pretty much always use the same seed. Now the seed might vary between playthroughs, but like once you're committed to a playthrough, or at least once you're committed to a level, the seed is always the same in almost all the games. So, all right. But what I was going to say is that after I do some of this, I might continue a little bit more on one of my other saves, but then after that, depending on when the movie is and whatnot, I might hop on Siege. Probably won't do ranked, but I'll maybe play. Well, I might play ranked or unranked or something like that. We'll see. But I might hop on in a bit. The reason I'm saying I might not do ranked is I want to do all my 5 remaining placement matches all in one go, and if I don't have time for that, I mean, I might have time for it because I don't have to work till 2:30 tomorrow, so. That's true. Which I guess technically my plan was to do half of them with the group and half of them solo. So I might just do the other half solo, but maybe I don't know, hop on. We can play a few games of unranked or something just as a warm up before I go into it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, all right. Well, I'll maybe talk to you in a bit then. See ya. All right. We might still see if Taylor is interested in playing some For the King. So we go again. Like I said, toward the end, we're just gonna save scum. We're just gonna save scum and save scum and save scum until we are able to figure out if this is really impossible. I highly suspect it is. Or at least there's such a low percentage chance of us actually succeeding that it's basically impossible. Might as well be. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Doesn't feel like it's been that long, but anyway. Fudge monkeys. Draining focus, it's not having any effects. Might die though. Basically, now even if I have as good of rolls as what the AI gets here, I still don't know if I can do it. Like, it's just the sheer amount of health they have. It's insane. Still frozen myself. Should kill him right here. No, it's not enough. Splash damage then. Maybe splash damage isn't going to do really anything, so... do a regular attack. Oh, I guess he might dodge it though. Great, we really need that there. He's gonna die. Just gonna die. He's basically unkillable. Wow, games. Oh, hold on. She might get a turn right after. Okay. Might be doable. Just maybe. Okay. Very nice game. Very nice. I mean, this is a ridiculous difficulty spike, because if you could have seen the way, like, how I was playing before, even in this high level area and through most of the game, like, it was easy. And when I was save scumming, I wasn't really save scumming. I think there was maybe once where I made a kind of stupid decision in a Sea of Cave where I lost a Sanctum and I really didn't need to, and it was like a super low investment that I had to make to save the character, but I risked it. And I think it was on like a bleed, and I was like, the bleed did like a few more points of damage than what I expected, and I failed, so I was like, But other than that, like, through most of that section, like, I was just mopping the floor with them, and that's why, I mean, I got all these resources, and I was like, dude, I got tons of resources going into this final fight. Now, if I wouldn't have went to that dungeon before this, you know, maybe we would have had a better chance of this, because we would have certainly had at least a few more God Spirits. But even then, I have my doubts, because we haven't even killed a single one of these enemies yet. Not a single one. Why is it only saying 86 this time? It's saying 994. Oh, check this still. Alright, this one looks like it might be doable. I mean, the stun's not there. Should go our folks right there. Well, we got enough to do this. Okay. We might have a chance this time. my God. Just confused. Got rid of the chaos. See, I wonder in this situation if killing Vexor would... That's so much health, though. That's so much health. I don't even think I can remove the debuff here. It's like a debuff. Yeah, I don't know. Best I can think of is maybe, speed up and then... Oh, nice. And he blocked it. Oh my gosh. Chaos resist. Shoot, I didn't give her the gun speed. He's gonna just party heal that time. Alright, here it's like, whatever we do isn't gonna get much value, so this seems like a pretty good time to use the run. I guess she's immune to confuse. Oh yeah, she's immune to confuse. Should have given her both runs then. Actually, I don't know. Is he still open? I don't think he still has one. Are you freaking kidding me? Couldn't even. die if I don't do this. So I have to do that. I'll have to cure her of the acid. Another turn. It's all Mystic Boots. Main freeze. Into days. At this point I'm wondering, I think at this point maybe we should even just switch weapons this turn. We might need this. We might need this crushing blow if when he takes off when he just does that magical resistance. Switching dice. Very close. No! I forgot about the acid. Fudge. Monkeys. Shot. Go with this first. Now we need that. Can't do enough damage. For extra weapons. Have to do a full swap out for the rest of the card town. Might switch later, but it's not invasion. Damage, especially since I lost the magical damage thing. I didn't need to lose it either, which is part of it. This. Lead to perfect. Actually, that's fine. I can only afford to use one focus on each of these now. There's I think we got this one. He's not casting saving any resistance on himself, so that's good. I think we got this! Oh my gosh, this is crazy. We actually did it. Focus at 100% and relish this moment. This is the winning attack. We actually did it. I'll have to send Danny a message afterwards and say it was not impossible. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Attack! Vexor is dead. Woo! Let's go! Feels lessened though because of the save scum a little bit, but come on, you gotta admit that was crazy hard. You did it, you actually did it. You found the source of chaos and avenged your king. Easy peasy is the name of that trophy. First we got King of Fall Rule or something like that, and then Easy peasy, which is one of my favorite sayings. With no one left to summon Omas, the flow of chaos into Falrul has stopped. You're heroes! Wait. Something's wrong. Hera's rule is becoming unstable. The tower is crumbling. You need to get out of there at once. Oh no, what will happen to our heroes? The tower is destroyed. Surely no one could have survived that blast. Except our heroes. Farrell is saved, but the price was high. Countless lives have been lost in the process, including our 3 great heroes, and of course, my husband and king. Oh, maybe we did die, but I mean, I clearly see health points there still, so. With Vexor dead, and Harazul destroyed, the chaos energy is returned to normal. We return to the very brink of the end of all things. Vagabond and Priscilla, no tribute could sufficiently memorialize your accomplishments and sacrifice. You shall live forever in immortal stone, so none will forget what you have done here. Let's see how big this development team is. I don't imagine it's too big. Probably 50 people or okay. Count the actual development team, it looks like it's probably about 15 people. But everything all together looks like it could be 30. I mean, if you count if you count all these stuff, over 100. There's some backers. I mean, like I said, it's a cool game, but like, you're gonna have to play it with friends to really get the full enjoyment out of it, because that way, at least then, if you fail, it's kind of like a memorable moment, and you kind of work to it together. You're probably not going to save skin, but if you're just kind of by yourself, quietly playing, or not like even streaming it, you know, streaming it I guess could also help. If like if you were a streamer and you were going to be playing it solo, I still wouldn't recommend. I still would recommend playing with other people, but it might not be so bad. But if you're just going to play it by yourself, you're not going to stream it, you're not going to make any videos on it. If that would be your plan, I would not recommend it in that instance. I'd say a game like Armello would be much better for that, though Armello, again, I would still say play with friends. But I would still be able to recommend Armello for the single-player experience. Though it can become a little bit more repetitive that way. Honestly, though, any games that I've played recently or talked about on the channel, though, like I would just go with an XCOM-like game. So, you know, XCOM or Mutant Year Zero or Hard West, some of the games I've mentioned before. Those would all be good options for single player. Congratulations. See, they are more. See, it's a good thing I had that hat. Now, I would have liked to maybe have had the hammer instead, but I wonder if these are going to become statues in the game afterwards. That'd be cool. Alright, well that is the For the King campaign for the King. The Frost Adventure campaign, I guess we'll have to pick it up some other time when Danny's ready to play again. Maybe next week. I do kind of want to live stream it, but it might just go up as a video later on. We'll see. Alright. So we might play a little bit more. We might actually, I mean, I think that's a good place to leave it off. That's a good place to leave it off. That's Turn-Based Tuesday for you. So we got the double episode, which is sort of a double episode, sort of not. The video that went up a few hours, well, it's probably been about 5 or 6 hours ago at this point, is just an edited version of the first Mutant Year Zero video that was originally a live stream. Or it's as a stream. I don't think I actually live streamed. I did it unlisted, but it's up there, the full unedited, almost 5 hour long. Actually, it's almost 4.5 hour long. It's 4 hours and 28 minutes. That you can watch that, or you can watch the edited version, which is I think 2 hours and 21 minutes. I didn't edit it down as much as I wanted to, but it's still edited down. And then John's helping me with some of the editing on Mutant Year Zero and probably some other games later on. So he, I'm sure, is a much better editor than I am. So I'm guessing those videos, and I'm also trying to make the sessions when I record shorter too. So I'm trying to make them under 3 hours. So that should make editing a lot better, because I'm still gonna have to edit some myself. So hopefully the videos will be an hour or less going forward for those. Except and that goes for pretty much every game. I'm gonna try to make them an hour or less, unless it's a live stream, or it's the first time playing a new game, because I'd like to have an unedited version of it. I might still, like with Mutant Year Zero, do a shortened down version, but I will always have that initial playthrough, or that initial play session up on the channel fully unedited for this series. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, despite the scumming. I guess to be honest, I think this is kind of good, because it shows you, at least as far as informing the viewer. Like, if you were just watching this for entertainment value, this might not have been that great, except for you got to see me suffer a little bit. If that's your thing, enjoy. Hope you enjoyed. But as far as what I have liked to do on the channel in the past with my videos, I did a lot of the first impressions videos, which were meant to be kind of buyer's guides, without being a full-on review. So I like to try to critique the game for just purposes of critiquing it, and so people can see how good, and then also for purposes of helping people decide whether or not they want to buy the game, and pointing out some of the pros and cons and stuff. So as far as that goes, you've kind of seen some of the pros and cons from, maybe more of the cons from this, because I've been pointing out, but you can see that maybe you do buy it, you play it with friends, you still may not want to play it with just one friend, or just solo with 2 characters. Like, you should definitely play it full 3 characters, I think, because, like I said, the experience, now I don't know, I shouldn't say that yet, because the experience with the 2 characters, I had more experience with the game when I did it, but it still felt, so that might be part of the reason it felt easier, but it felt easier than my initial run, which is even on a lower difficulty, with the 3 characters. So the 2 character run is higher difficulty, and it felt easier, but I had more experience with the game. So take all that into account, but that's only for some of it. So if it turns out with 3 characters, this final battle becomes just about as hard, then I would actually say playing with only 2 characters is fine. But if it ends up being much easier, when I eventually finish that other campaign, my first venture, it was more I think that only really affects the lives and starting items over. It's not really going to affect anything else, like how great the enemy's health points are, or what kind of attacks they can dish out. That's still going to be fixed, I'm pretty sure, regardless of what difficulty you select. So we'll see how that goes. But so until then, the verdict is not set on whether or not a 2-character run is going to be okay to do. But purely based on this end game, from what I'm seeing right here, I'm leaning towards it not being as optimal. In fact, I'm leaning towards it being perhaps a very bad decision, specifically because there's only a difficulty spike at the end, because it can make you feel like you put all this time into the game, and then just like you get nothing at the end. And if it was known that like it's going to be stacked against you at the end so much, and maybe even worse odds with the 2 players, maybe you would say from the beginning like, okay, it's no. But like going through it, since it was so easy, I wasn't expecting it to be this much harder at the end. But I guess there's a certain threshold, it's not really set in stone, but there's a certain threshold where if the enemies have enough health or enough certain attacks, that then 2 players, instead of being better than 3 like it was early on with some weaker enemies, there's a certain tipping point where it becomes worse. So it's really a balancing act. So I'm guessing with the 3 characters you might have a harder beginning, because you're going to have to heal more characters up, so you might use more guard spears unless you get a party heal ability early on. But other than that, I'm guessing the 3 players will be easier towards the end than the 2 characters. So, alright, that's it for the King. Next episode of For the King will almost certainly be the Frost Adventure campaign, but we might have to wait a couple more weeks for that. Though if we end up finding a time to record it within the next week or so, I might do another double episode next week. That's planned just because, I did the first episode of For the King, and then we did the Mutant Year Zero thing, which I didn't get up on time. I made the stream go live, but I switched it to public so people could watch it, but I didn't get the edited video up till like 2 weeks after that. So it was basically 3 weeks late. So I still need to do at least, I think technically 2 more weeks of a double episode to like kind of make up for that. I probably won't. It'll probably just be 1 more week of a double episode. But yeah, next week probably gonna be a double episode, and then after that we're going to be playing a brand new game on the channel, which I'm waiting to see what that is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the series. Be sure to leave a like if you like it, and leave a comment, telling me what you think of the series. I much appreciate it. Anything I can do to change it up, whether or not you'd want to see shorter videos, and then also later on, you can tell me in the comments too. But fairly soon I'm going to start putting up polls with some of the turn-based games I owned, and it'll be a variety of different types of turn-based games, and I'll put up a poll with maybe like 3 of them every couple weeks or a month or so, and then you guys will get to vote on what game you want to see on the channel next, or on this series. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.